And this is probably the first one of those I've watched in 5 or 6 years. Yeah, because I don't watch stuff like that. And it's the first time I've seen it since I heard about the whole second screen content revolution that's been going on, where especially streaming
second screen content.
Well, we haven't heard of this?
No.
Perfect. Hello, and welcome back to the SpoilerCast, the show we talk about movies, we don't care about spoiling them, and we're back! Woo! Yes! Yes! I mean, we weren't gone that long. We were like, what is it, 2 weeks, I think?
2 weeks, barely?
2 weeks. Very sorry about that. For anyone who didn't read my update on YouTube, I guess anyone who listens to the audio version didn't see it. My computer had some problems. My external hard drive, which is basically my hard drive, crashed. So I lost basically all my material
software?
I used to make the not all my software. Actually, most software is on the main hard drive because that makes it fast, makes all the stuff work faster. But I lost all my little sound bites and my little video things, my GIFs, my everything. Plus, I lost our member/Patreon episode about Return to Oz, which really irked me. It was while rendering that video that the whole thing crashed, and so I just couldn't get it out. It was finished. I couldn't upload it because it wasn't a finished file. And it was so annoying because that was a really fun episode where we, in a roundabout way, I don't want to say that, but collabed with Woman Carrying Man.
Almost.
The YouTube channel. I was in contact with them because we did a reaction to one of their videos. So I actually talked over mail to Nadia from Woman Carrying Man, which is really cool. But we're back. Enough babbling about that. And now, since last time it was the end of November, we're in the beginning of December.
Yes.
'Tis the season to be jolly, right?
Yes. Are you
merry?
No, jolly.
Yeah, I know. We're in Christmas season. It's December.
Yay!
We're recording this on December 3rd. Yes.
If you're watching this, you can see my whimsical tree and my little Santas.
My little Santas. My Silent Night, Deadly Night Collector's Edition. Yes, it's Christmas. The best time of the year. It's Crimbus.
Yes.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler.
So we wanted to. We're just like with Halloween this year, we're not going to do a full, 4-week Christmas extravaganza. We are scaling it back a little bit, because we also have to talk about other stuff in December.
Mainly because there's one big movie premiering.
There's one very big
halfway
movie
through.
premiering towards the end, yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of have to do that one. We want to do that one also.
Yeah.
Want.
But we still want to talk about some Christmas movies.
Yes.
Now, we are running out of Christmas classics. We've basically seen all the great Christmas classics.
The old classics.
The old ones, yes. I mean, we've talked about some of the new ones as well, like the 80s and 90s as well.
Sure. We're moving in towards 2000s, and there's not a lot of...
that's kind of where some of the magic is lost when it comes to Christmas movies.
Yes.
And where the slop kind of took over.
Yes.
Hallmark being the biggest culprit when it comes to just pumping out Christmas garbage. Or really just garbage disguised as Christmas movies. But in later years, Netflix has been pumping out a lot of Christmas movies. Some very good. Some really good. Like Klaus a few years ago, which I would consider, it's too early to say, but I mean, in a few years, I'm going to consider that a bona fide Christmas classic. That movie is amazing. And you have not as amazing, but still good stuff like Christmas Chronicles, at least the first one, with Kurt Russell, stuff like that.
Yes.
But they've also been pumping out that, the Hallmark style Christmas movies. I think the first one that really popped off was like a Christmas Prince or something a few years ago.
Yes, where I'll be honest, the first one is all right.
Okay, sure.
But then they made 8 more.
Yeah.
And I haven't even tried. I gave up after number 2. I was like, why the fuck have you done that?
Yeah, and I have always avoided movies like that because it just looks like shitty rom-coms set during Christmas.
Which it is.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I discovered because last year I decided to test the waters to see, like, maybe I am, missing a bunch of great Christmas movies.
Yeah.
So I actually tried watching a Hallmark movie last year. It's called, like, I think it was called, like, It Takes a Christmas Village, and it was so bad. It's not only is it cheesy like most rom-coms, it's Hallmark, so it doesn't star in like big stars. It's like D-list people. Like, they're famous for Hallmark movies because, no offense, like, they're not the best actors and stuff like that. It's not only that, like, that it's cheesy and poorly acted. It's cheap. It looks so cheap.
Some of them definitely look cheap.
Yeah. And I mean, I get it because they're Hallmark. Obviously, they have money, but I don't think they want to spend most of their money on movies, and they pump out like 8 a year, so they're not going to spend a lot of money on each movie anyway.
No.
How about you make one movie but put all your money and effort into that? I don't know. Anyway, so this year though, I wasn't going to watch any more of those kind of movies. This year, kind of like every year, but I actually saw a trailer for it this year. Netflix put out 4 new Christmas movies, holiday movies.
Yes.
It was Champagne Problems, A Merry Little Xmas, Xmas.
Yes.
My Secret Santa, and Jingle Bell Heist. The last one coming out today was My Secret Santa. I saw it this morning. So I was like, let's see because they looked just like crappy Hallmark slop. Except for Jingle Bell Heist, it kind of looked like a real movie. We'll talk more about that later.
But at the same time, it's called Jingle Bell Heist. So like,
yeah. Well,
Of course, it's not Hallmark then. It's more actiony.
yeah. They. I mean, it's not a lot of action, but yeah, they wanted to sell it like a Die Hard light.
They're leaning
basically.
that way.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, let's talk about 3 or 4. Yeah, 4 like brand new Christmas movies. Let's see if Netflix can do it. Although we know that they can't. But let's give it. It's the time. It's the season of perpetual hope. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. And let's talk about Netflix Christmas lineup 2025. And spoilers, none of them are good.
No. I didn't even bother to watch all of them.
Yeah, and I technically didn't watch all of them either. But
almost.
Yeah, we'll start with the one we both saw first.
Yes.
Which was Champagne Problems.
Yes.
Written and directed by Mark Steven Johnson, who 20 years ago made the Daredevil movie. And Ghost Rider. The guy knew his stuff. He did Marvel movies before Marvel movies was a thing.
Right.
Anyway, Champagne Problems is the story is an executive lady from an acquisition group travels to France to secure the acquisition of a renowned champagne brand before Christmas. But her plans are upended when she falls into a whirlwind romance with a charming Parisian, only to discover he's the founder's son. Oh no!
Oh my god!
Right away, it's big city girl going to, well, I guess another big city, but then the most of the movie takes place in Champagne, the district of Champagne, so a smaller town. Basically one house or a mansion. So right away, that's
a vineyard.
A vineyard, exactly, yeah. Right away, it's
the same setup.
Big city girl in a little cute town, little Christmas town.
And she's doing it to prove herself to someone, which is always the theme. They're always going there to prove themselves.
Yeah, and they don't have time they don't have time for Christmas. I'm working.
No.
I have to do the lawyer thing, or I have to do this acquisition.
Or I have to be the society girl. I have to be this thing.
Yeah.
I don't have time for Christmas.
They don't have time for such frivolities as Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm a go-getter. I'm a girl boss.
Yes,
and then they find that's also something
the scruffy, charming dude.
Yeah, the super charming dude that has zero faults. He's literally perfect, but he is incredibly good looking, but it's not overly sexualized. It's this perfect clinical version of a movie romance where
it's like the rough kind of scruffy but clean man.
Yeah,
who's just perfectly normal.
Yeah, it's like
it's not overly handsome. He's not ugly. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just perfectly normal.
And then, but then we see also with the mandatory shirtless shot that they're always in perfect shape. Though.
Of course, but it's hidden underneath flannel shirts.
Oh yeah. But you can see those pecs.
Mostly.
You can see those biceps, bro.
Sure.
God damn, they look good. Anyway, yeah. So that's the movie, and
Yep.
And then every movie is more or less exactly 90 minutes long, also, because that's all you need.
Yes.
Especially with a little bit longer credits, so it's more like a 80-minute movie, And it always this one I would say it doesn't look that cheap because it's a nice house and all right. But they counteract that with having a very limited cast. It's very few people in the movie, and anything shot. There's like 2 scenes set in Paris streets, which I'm pretty sure are sets.
Yes, I'd say so. They looked very closed off.
Yeah, and anything when they're like driving the cars out in the countryside, that's all green screen.
Or it could have been just some random small town in France or something. But it was in Paris, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's the movie, that's the setup. So we're gonna discuss more like what rules of Christmas it's breaking. But first, let's talk about what we actually thought of it. What did you think of Champagne Problems?
I thought it wasn't the worst. This like Hallmark-ish Christmas movie I've seen. There's definitely worse ones.
Sure.
But it wasn't fantastic. I didn't feel for any of the characters. It didn't immerse me properly. I didn't get any Christmas feelings either.
No.
So they failed on that part. Even though there was snow and shit. It's like, where was the Christmas tree? Where was the decoration? There's nothing of that. There was just a little bit of snow towards the end. And they were talking about it's Christmas time. Yeah. And they were at a Christmas market for like 5 minutes having vin chaud, how do you say it? Warm wine?
Hot mulled wine, basically. Mulled wine.
Yeah. Well, it's just warm wine in France.
Oh, okay.
Literally. and a macaron, but that's not very Christmassy.
No, that's just French.
So I it was alright. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Mainly, honestly, I had issues with people's acting. And like, where were they going with anything? What was the point of anything? They failed on like building up the character because our main character, what's her name?
I forget.
Sydney.
Right.
What little we know, she has a sister. Her mother's dead.
Yeah, she is the not prim and proper, but she's
but she's the go-getter. She's the you have to make money, you have to make a life for yourself kind of thing. She's the older sister.
Because, and that's a little bit of character building, because she kind of had to take care of her little sister when their mother died, because she was like 15 when she died or something
like that. Yeah. She was kind of young. Yeah. Of course. But that's like the only little lore we get.
Yeah, because that's all you need. Like, she is the big city girl who doesn't have time for whirlwind romances or, the silly willy magic of Christmas. But then she meets a man who, is the basically exact opposite of her, but still very successful and rich and good looking. Yes. But he's just more of a free spirit.
But he doesn't want to be a rich corporate man. He wants to open a bookshop and talk about poetry and stars.
So they can fall in love.
I'll give it this thing. They gave me one really like nice quote that I've never heard before.
I think okay. Hold on. Have you read my review on Letterboxd?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
You wrote one?
Yes, and I think...
Oh, you wrote a long
yeah,
one.
No, don't read it. Just tell me...
I'm not reading it. I'm
just tell me...
I like the whole thing where she said that the monk who created champagne said that it tasted like tasting the stars or something.
Ah, okay.
I like that one. That was a nice little quote. I haven't looked it up if it's true, if that's what actually, like, if that's how it happened. But I liked it. It was a nice way of describing drinking bubbly. Like, it's like tasting the stars.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm not completely
But
sure.
that was like the only thing I actually liked about the movie.
Yeah.
That quote.
Yeah.
Because other than that, it's just stupid, unrealistic, and weird.
Yeah.
But what did you think?
Well, I didn't like it at all. I can't say I hated it, but it's pretty close to hating it.
Oh.
First of all, just before we even get to the movie or the fact that it's not a good Christmas movie, this was like the first time in a while that I watched like a regular Netflix produced movie, not like a real, because there's a difference between like the real movies they make and then the Netflix slop that they make.
Yes.
Like
this is more slop.
Yeah, another movie that came out right around this time was Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. That's a real movie. It's produced by Netflix, but it's a real movie.
Yes.
Then you have stuff like this, or like the Kissing Booth movies, stuff like that. That are
the Hallmark movies,
the slop stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And this is probably the first one of those I've watched in 5 or 6 years. Yeah, because I don't watch stuff like that. And it's the first time I've seen it since I heard about the whole second screen content revolution that's been going on, where especially streaming
second screen content.
Well, we haven't heard of this?
No.
Perfect. There has been a trend in the last couple of years for streaming services or streaming platforms, specifically Netflix, since they are the biggest one, to create something called second screen content, where they like literally shape their movies to work in the background as background noise, like something you can have on while you do the dishes.
On your second screen.
Yeah. Or you listen to the TV while you scroll TikTok.
Do.
Yeah.
I played The Sims and I have a movie on the second screen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the way they do that is to, and this is I've both seen videos of this and now realized it after watching movies like this. How they do it is that you can't really give information visually in a movie, which is very weird. You have to constantly explain what is going on. So
people can just hear it instead of actually looking
at the screen. Exactly. You don't actually have to look at the screen to get what's going on. And I noticed that immediately. I wasn't even looking for it. But I noticed it immediately when I watched this. Because they always explain what they're doing. Like, everything is expository dialogue. Or even when they're like when they're changing scenes, like they're going from an office to they're walking through the vineyard, they'll say, "Come on, take a walk with me," and then they walk outside and keep talking about everything is just talking about like, "Oh, this is my dreams, this is my backstory, this is this and that," or like, "I feel like you were very mean to me yesterday when you didn't do the thing you said you were gonna do." It's just like, everything is explaining something. No one is ever like just having a conversation. I mean, conversations in real life is a lot of explaining things to each other, but there's no flow to it. It's all just it's all exposition.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of counteracted in this one is the fact that several of the characters are French and they actually talk French.
Yeah.
So, which is like, that's a bold move from Netflix to make your audience have to read subtitles on your second screen content, but okay. And I will say,
but they don't have long conversations in French.
They're short.
It's
although one of them is
things.
Important. One of them is very important in the garage with the dad and the son. and I'll say this also about that, just quickly. I think that the French guys, they're kind of stilted in the English-speaking scenes, but
yeah,
I gotta say, what's his name? The main guy, Tom Wozniacki,
yeah.
plays Henri. He's really good in the scenes where he
but
speaks
he
French.
Is a French actor.
Yeah,
so.
I know exactly. So he has more room to act when he's speaking French. But he was actually pretty good in those scenes. Anyway, that's the first thing I noticed is like, oh, all dialogue sucks, basically.
Yeah.
And then
it's not great dialogue.
Yeah, and then I realized very quickly that this is chick garbage.
Yes?
It's girl stuff. I'm sorry, because it's kind of funny because I've also leading up to. I'm sorry. I'm just saying here.
I'm gonna kill you, but yes.
Because leading up to December, I was looking for more like Christmas stuff to do, not just watch movies. I wanted to read books that takes place during Christmas. I wanted to maybe play a Christmas video game. Something to do with. I wanted more Christmas because I love
Christmas feeling.
Yeah, Christmas feeling. Because the biggest one is I started looking for Christmas books, like Christmas classics. Of course, you have A Christmas Carol. I think David Copperfield takes place in Christmas. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
And I was like, okay, yeah, but I know those. It's like, are there any like modern, like just novels that takes place during Christmas? There are a bunch.
Rom-com
but
bookies.
they're all those like romance novels that
they're romance Hallmark shit, basically.
It's book talk slop is what it is.
Yes.
And I'm sorry,
yes.
99% of the readers are ladies, and it's written.
No,
it's written to cater to women.
Agree. Yes, and then there is like psychologically, no, that's not psychology behind it.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into that because that's a long conversation.
Yeah, we're not going to do it. We might do that in our members/patron episode.
Yes,
click the members
companion piece to this.
Yeah, click the members button down below if you're on YouTube, or go to patreon.com/don'tmakeascene if you're listening to this somewhere else. Yes. Literally hundreds of episodes of exclusive stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, the first thing that popped up was because I'm fine with a little like cozy, bullshit, especially if it's a book. I can do a cozy read. I need a little bit more engaging stuff in a movie, but in a book,
movies, yeah.
So like I found like the Christmas bookshop, which was literally like a 30-something like ad executive who takes over a bookshop from this old lady when she dies. It's just like this is,
and it happens to be during Christmas.
Yes. This is just like the movies. It's all bookshops and coffee shops and tea shops and all little cozy shops.
There's this universal girl dream.
Yeah.
Of having a bookshop, which has a coffee shop in it, of course, and you also sell flowers. And in this bookshop, you buy the book, you sit down and you drink your coffee and you read your new book. There's a cat that lives in the shop, and it's this cute little French front. Basically, you can have tables outside if you need it, because it's like the romantic version of, I don't know, just being you.
Yeah, it's
and I think like literally most girls from the age of like 15 has that dream at one point in their life.
Yeah.
And mostly I think it stays with you until you're like actually an adult.
Yeah. And that's it. I also have that like dream of being a bookshop owner. Slightly different, maybe. I'm more of a black books guy,
yes.
But it's still the same. I mean, they do open a coffee shop in one episode,
Yeah.
And all that.
Some people sit in the corner and like knit, and the cat chases the dog. There's this over romanticized version of this, and everyone has their own version of it, of course, but they're all somewhat the same.
Yeah. And
I don't exactly know where it comes from, but it's like this.
I would call it like cozy porn.
Yeah, kinda.
It hits that dopamine center in your brain the same way porn does. It's like, ooh, it's so cozy. I just want to fucking come all over it,
Ew.
No, but you know what I mean.
But it's the whole. It's calm. It's cozy. No one will judge you in that bookshop.
And it's perfect. Like
it's perfect.
It has
it's
everything
just what you want
as a lady want.
Yeah.
It's very non-confrontational.
And then, of course,
soft.
a handsome young stranger will
Exactly.
walk in. He needs to buy a book for his grandma or something, and you fall in love. That book has been written like 100 times.
Yeah, and that's
least.
what this movie is. Exactly this.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah. And I mean that Christmas bookshop book, that was like in a series of 8 or something that a lady had written. A lady had written it.
I have memories of books I read that have that setup.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the name of the book. I know I've read that book multiple times. I wonder if the boy equivalent of starting your own bookshop and having a coffee shop is like the nerd who works at a tech shop.
No.
No, okay.
No. I this is such a tangent now, but who cares? You know what guys dream of? You know what guys?
No.
Not the psycho finance bro guys, but like what guys dream of?
Yeah.
They dream of, and that's also, it's hard coded into our genetics. We dream of finding a girl who loves us, who just what's it called? Unconditionally loves us for who we are.
Well, yeah.
Of course, it has to be a give and take, of course, but you know.
Yes.
And then we want to die protecting them.
So you want to be like the knight in shining armor?
Literally, yes.
How does that? But see, the thing, the girl dream is something about loving yourself and finding comfort in yourself,
and we want to love someone else who does love us back, but we want to love someone else. We want to create a family who loves us, but we love them as well because they're our family. Because we went out and hunted the mammoths. We were the providers, and now then it was out of necessity, but then it has morphed, over the centuries into love.
Yeah,
and now it is love. It's not just a chemical. It is love now. I'd say that.
Yes.
I'm a bit romantic, but that's it. Like we don't. It's not that we want to die. I mean,
no, you just want to be the big strong man who can save your girl, basically.
You see, that makes it sound toxic. It's not that we want to be a big strong man.
Be able to.
And we don't.
You want to be able to protect your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Your partner.
Yeah.
The one you love.
And it's not, and because
there is a universal part of girlhood wanting to be protected as well, of course. Yeah. Even though I keep making that joke to my fiance, I say, like, even though I'm a strong, independent woman, please carry this heavy bag for me.
Yeah. No,
like, I can do it, but I don't wanna.
It's a mix of stoicism and like old school, like primordial provider brain.
Yeah, sure.
We don't seek like battle or war. It's just that if it happens, we will gladly give our lives to protect that which we love.
It's the Bruno Mars song. I would catch a grenade for you. I would throw my hands on a blade for you. I would jump in front of a train for you.
Because to find someone who loves you so much that you're willing to die for them, that's it. What more do you want?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's no coffee shop equivalent, really. It's just persons. I mean, you want a person.
There's a person. I mean, if you want to go more like that, it's probably a farm. Because on a farm, you can provide for someone. You can milk the cows. You can, pick the eggs, or just fucking gather up the vegetables. Then you shoot the cow and you eat the beef, and
yeah,
and all that. It's all about providing comfort for someone else, and in turn receiving
gratitude
and love. Yeah.
Now, champagne problems
thus cater to that deep-seated, old school style of love in ladies.
Yes.
So for me, it just falls completely flat. So it's like,
Like, I see the charm of going to a foreign country and falling in love with a handsome stranger.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There is this that is also part of the whole dream scenario. You kind of move to London or Paris if you don't live already in those
Very
cities.
romantic cities, yeah.
Very romantic cities, and that's where you just open your bookshop. Basically what she does.
Yeah.
Literally what she does, actually.
Yeah, the movie ends with them opening a bookshop. Spoilers, whatever.
Because that's his dream, to open a bookshop.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're right, I do love reading, which apparently she does.
Yeah.
Not really fleshed out, but she does seek out a bookshop because she does like reading.
Well, she wants to buy a self-help book, which is
for her sister.
She's kind of the guy in the story in that way.
A little bit,
because
yeah.
I only read non-fiction and self-help books.
But it's not for her though; it's for her sister.
Well, yeah, because she's read them all already. She wants to make her sister more successful because her sister's broke. She says, you have $18 in your bank account and you're living on my couch.
Yeah. I have to contest that part. That doesn't make sense in the script to me. She's traveled the world basically and only has $18 in her bank account.
Yeah,
but she's like,
because she spent all the money
on her way to
traveling.
go somewhere else already.
She is.
Yeah, they mentioned like she'll leave after Christmas or something.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm like, no, you don't have $18 in your bank account, but they're all already like put into a ticket somewhere.
Yeah.
You're rich, just not in like physical money in your pocket.
Yeah. I just want to.
It just sounds stupid. That's not a bad life to live.
No, exactly.
But
yeah.
they make it sound like it's you never did anything with your life. Holy shit, she's done so much.
Yeah, but that's the point. She's not supposed to be. I mean, the movie wants you to, in the end at least, understand that the sister lived while she only survived.
Yeah.
Even though she had a nice apartment, a good job, she had lots of money, she didn't live.
No.
And that's what she learns from the guy, because he has the cozy job because he's been forced to be the fucking like CEO of the company, the champagne company. He has all the money, he has everything, but he wants to live. They are each other's opposites, and opposites attract. I was just thinking that he's basically like I think that's also maybe a little bit what a girl wants. They kind of want a girl, but in a guy form. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like most bisexual people in the world are women.
Yeah. And also why women, better than men, make friends with gay guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's a girl in a guy body.
It's a girl in a guy's body. Unfortunately, they're not attracted to you.
I'm sorry if we're being, I'm sorry we've been homophobic, whatever. We're stereotyping. Sorry. But I mean, there's some truth to that. Good fun. Yeah,
there is.
Every girl just dreams of having a gay guy friend.
Kinda.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, kinda. No, you know what girls want? They want men who can actually fucking express their emotions.
Yeah.
And it's become harder and harder to find those.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, you men are stilted when it comes to expressing your emotions.
Well, we're more in control of our emotions.
No, not that part. Like expressing emotions as in wants and needs as well.
Well,
as in, it's okay to say like I don't like when you do that. They're terrible doing that sometimes.
Sure, but that goes that goes back to the whole provider brain. Like, we want you to be comfortable.
Yeah, but we can't be comfortable if we notice that you're not comfortable.
I know. And I also don't like that that's the whole, like, the happy wife, happy life. That's bullshit.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Anyway, not to go back to that. I don't want to talk more about...
Champagne problem has nothing.
It has nothing. They go to the mansion, they meet up with the dad. Some wacky stuff.
And a few other...
With her being lactose intolerant. They actually have a fart joke. I laughed out loud at that. I thought that was funny they put that in. She eats a lot of cheese, or is forced to eat cheese, so she farts in front of him.
Instead of just being, no, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm sorry.
Well, she has to impress the guy who owns the father,
Yeah, and how is he going to be impressed by you eating cheese?
Well, to show that, because he wants to know that the people who are taking over the company understand champagne and French culture. Yeah.
You can understand culture without having cheese.
I'm
know. Sorry.
But they wanted to make a funny joke. So, yeah, and then there are the other people there because there's 4 companies who want to
yeah.
buy the vineyard. One is a German guy who is all about efficiency. It's Fula Borg. He's funny because he's Fula Borg. He's very good at playing the German stereotype.
Yes.
And everything is horrible. Like, his favorite way to spend Christmas is sitting on a dead tree, reading about despair, whatever it was.
Something like that. And he's lucky if he gets coal in his stocking, because it's that or Krampus' wife coming and stealing your intestines.
Yeah. And then there's a French lady who's all about, like, well, champagne should stay French. And we'll modernize the things and outsource the work or whatever. I don't know, something.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's all very business, which is also very like not. There's no heart in it. And then there's the billionaire's son from Ibiza, who just he just loves champagne so much that
specifically this one.
So he just wants to buy it to make sure it's always going to be around for his parties.
Yeah.
And this is one of those things no one's going to believe when you say it. I clocked the second he said that. I was like, oh, he's going to get the company.
No, of course.
He's going to get the company.
Because he has the spirit.
Yeah, I was a little wrong, because at first I thought he's going to hire the lady, because, of course, she throughout the movie warms up and like, oh, I can't buy this company from you. I need to make it live the way it always has done. So he would hire her as the CEO because she's still very business minded. And then, you know, the French son would open his bookshop, and his father, they would come to an understanding that this is his legacy instead of doing the champagne stuff. You need someone who actually cares about champagne. And I was like 90% right, because the guy gets the vineyard, the son opens the bookstore. The father and the son, find love again. The only thing was wrong. The lady does not become the CEO. Well, she kind of becomes the CEO of the bookshop, though, because she does the finances of the bookshop.
Yeah.
In that one scene in the end,
she leaves the acquisition company in America, at least.
Yeah.
Moves to Paris.
So I was just like, yeah.
And they all just hang out in the bookshop in the end.
Yeah. And it's somebody, they make a joke about it, like, so how is our finance? Well, we're still in the red since the champagne, the Ibiza guy keeps drinking all our profits.
Yeah.
But since he financed the bookshop, as long as he keeps pumping money into it, who gives a fuck? It's basically what they say.
Roberto, right?
Roberto, yeah,
Salazar,
exactly.
yeah.
Which is kind of funny. He was also a fun character. I mean, and they, and at first you think he's just gonna be like, he's gonna be the silly one, but there's a bit more.
There's some depth to him.
There's some depth to him.
I'd say Otto, the German dude, was more of the like silly. There's nothing to.
Yeah, there's no depth
character.
to him, but he does have an arc where he warms up.
True.
I mean, it's generous to say arc. It's the bare prerequisite to call it an arc.
He understands that Christmas can be more than dreary.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah, so like this movie, I gave it 1.5. Like I said, first of all,
I haven't even rated it. I forgot.
It's second screen content. The dialogue is garbage. The plot is so formulaic. You can tell exactly what's gonna happen. And I've even bad at figuring movies out. This was so simple that even I figured it out.
Yeah.
But the worst thing is, like you said, there's no Christmas.
No.
This movie could have taken place.
I think there's one Christmas tree in the background.
They dress one Christmas tree. They do go to 2 Christmas markets, but
right.
That doesn't do anything for the plot.
2-minute things, and there's nothing with the plot regarding that. It's just set pieces.
Yeah, this movie could have taken place in the summer or autumn, harvest season, since it's about a vineyard, and it would have been the same movie.
The exact same movie.
The exact same movie. So this is also the problem with these kind of movies. It's just a facade of Christmas. Like, the Christmas isn't part of the movie.
No, and that's the problem with most new Christmas movies, that Christmas isn't part of it anymore.
Yeah.
Christmas is just the season they're in.
And
that's it.
And there's not that little sprinkle of Christmas magic. Anyway, so that's Champagne Problems. I gave it 3 out of 10. A garbage, in my opinion.
Yeah, I haven't rated it. I don't know what I'd give it yet. Not a lot. Like 1 star maybe out of 5.
So the next one for me was A Merry Little Xmas.
Yes, and that's the one I also watched.
Right. Directed by Steve Carr, written by Holly Hester, starring Alicia Silverstone, and Oliver Hudson. Yeah, okay. The story is a separated couple tries celebrating one last Christmas together with their kids before their divorce. Jesus. However, the husband's new girlfriend joins the festivities, causing tension and chaos during the holidays. They should have said, and hilarity ensues.
Yeah. That is literally the movie, though.
That's literally it. Yeah, they're gonna do. They've been separated for like 9 months already, and they're finalizing their divorce just before Christmas. But they've decided to not tell the kids and just have a regular Christmas, and then we'll talk about
one last regular Christmas, because I think the son, the youngest kid, he's graduating this summer or something. Yeah. So this, like, he'll be moving out anyway, so we can just fucking finish it normally, and then when he leaves, you're like, by the way, bye. Like,
yeah.
Which makes sense, honestly.
Sure.
But yes, hilarity does ensue.
Hilarity ensues. So, let's preamble this time. What did you think of A Merry Little Xmas?
I mean, not fantastic. Again, it's not great, but it has more Christmassy stuff, more Christmas feeling, definitely. More Christmas in general. I mean, once some scenes, it looks like Christmas is barfed all over the house.
Oh yeah.
Which I do appreciate. It's like the Home Alone house, which is always in red and green. Feels very off-putting for the rest of the year, but perfect for Christmas. Kind of the same here. Not that everything is just like interioriting Christmas, but
no, but it's cottagecore.
It's there. Yeah, it's cottagecore. It's there.
Even though it's a big house, but still, it looks like a cottage. Big house.
Yeah, and it's the fact that the mother is very eco-friendly. It feels very cottagey.
which like halfway through the movie becomes a thing. They don't mention it in the beginning. All of a sudden, it's just like, oh, she wants to buy a living tree, and they knit their presents instead of buying.
Yeah.
It's
okay. Like barely hinted at in the beginning, but then then it gets very clear towards the middle.
Yeah, it just appears. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
No. Anyway.
Overall, I think it was, again, not great, but it was better than Champagne Problems. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
It had some of that Christmas magic a little bit. Not the perfect romance that maybe you want in a Christmas movie for me.
No,
it's more of a grown up Christmas movie.
It breaks the mold a little bit with them breaking up.
It's for the 40-year-olds instead of the 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere in between, so it doesn't hit me right.
However, it does use the formula a lot. Because first of all, it takes place in a city that's literally called like Wintertown,
Winterfall or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Winterfell.
Something like that.
She doesn't own a bookstore or a coffee shop or anything, but she has her own small business as a handy person. Which I don't know. She's called Kate. Why didn't you just call her Mandy so she could be Mandy the handyman?
Because it's too on the nose,
I suppose. Everything is on the nose in this movie. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, however, her fathers-in-law own a
hardware shop,
a hardware store,
sort of.
Yeah. But they have like craft stuff as well.
Yeah, in a small town, you do more things than just
exactly. It's a store. It's not a general store, but a store.
Yeah. They don't sell food, but they sell stuff.
They sell stuff.
Things.
Yeah, exactly. Knickknacks.
Jars and screws and whatever.
Yeah. and once again, Oliver Hudson, although he's getting up there in age, and he's definitely looked better. No, I mean, people age, I'm just saying.
He still looks good.
He's still very good looking. He's a doctor. A small town doctor who grew up in this town. He has gay dads, So his one vice is that he works too much to save
all
people
doctors.
because he's a doctor. Like, how more perfect can a guy? It's not fair. And he's more of a free spirit. Again, I don't know if that's like a new trend or if, you know.
Nah, that's been a thing for like 20 years. Merry Little Xmas is the career woman. She moved from the big city because she fell in love with the man in the little town. They built this little idyllic home in this fancy-ass house.
Yeah.
For some reason, she's super handy as well. I don't know where that came from,
Well, because
really.
she studied engineering or architecture
or something. Yeah.
So she understands how plumbing works.
Sure, okay.
It's part of building a house. Yeah.
But she was this, like, big-time architect. And
she was gonna be.
She was gonna be.
She had a job at a firm, but hadn't really, popped off yet. And then she moved to a town. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, the trivia was not there. I was like, where's the trivia thing? I can't find it.
Anyway.
Because I was going to see if they wrote down what the place was called. But it's called, like, Winter Falls or something.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
So it is the same one, but it's like...
She feels
20
like she's...
years later.
Yeah.
It's 15 years later when she's been stuck there for 15 years. And she realizes that, holy shit, I gave up my life for a dream, basically.
Yeah. But then throughout the movie, she realizes that, well, she created another dream.
Yes.
Here, and she was just stuck in the past a little bit. Which, I mean, nothing wrong with that, but...
It's okay to mourn what you've lost.
Yeah,
but she never really did that until now.
Yeah, she seemed to not realize, though, that she had built something equally beautiful in her family.
No.
And
it's also probably because the children are older now, they're not home as much. That's usually when couples start to like, oh shit, I have to spend time with you every day now? Yeah. There's no one else? And do we really love each other, or are we just in love and then had children and we love the children, we love the family dynamic?
And
now there's just you and me. What the fuck are we doing? That's
part of the problem with this movie. They skip all that and just go directly to, well, we've kind of fallen out of love, so we're gonna...
Yeah.
We're gonna
9
divorce
months
now.
later, that's where we end up when the movie starts.
Yeah, like, we kind of needed a little bit of what led to this. They do like a 2-minute voiceover. It's like, this, yeah.
We needed to see the boredom, the slow descent of like the happy family of not having a family anymore because the kids have moved out.
Yeah. This one as a concept, I think, is more interesting. That two grown-ups who have realized they have fallen out of love. They don't hate each other. They're fallen out of love after 20 years. They say, still want to, have, stay friends and all that. Yeah, I like and then, of course, falling in love with each other again and realizing that we do actually love each other.
The grass isn't greener on the other side.
Exactly.
They both test the waters and realize, it's not as good as what I already had.
Oh, it turns out we actually had the perfect thing here.
Yeah.
Which isn't perfect.
I already
had
my Al and my Betty.
yeah, exactly. As a concept, is good. Yes. It's just that they have to squeeze in like, oh, now we're gonna fall off the sled in the slope, and now we're gonna the tree is on fire, so the hot guy has to take his shirt off. It's like,
they took all of the like things you can do during Christmas, and like we have to do all of it.
Yeah.
There's gingerbreads, there's trees, there's sledding, there's making gifts and wrapping gifts and giving gifts. There's fucking lighting the Christmas candles, basically, or the lights on the house is one scene.
Yeah.
It's all of it. It's like, come on, chill.
Yeah.
They're kind of rushing through things just to like throw Christmas at it, which is a little bit much.
And because it's so, once again, not that I like figured it out exactly what was going to happen, but you pretty much knew what was going to happen. They were going to fall in love.
Oh, they're going to
again.
get back together, of course.
I wasn't sure if they were actually going them like, not that they're falling in love, but they accept each other. But they never really disliked each other. That was a problem. If they really wanted to sell them falling in love again, they should have disliked each other in the beginning.
Yes.
Sort of like what's that movie? Which actually does a pretty decent job of showing like a realistic relationship in a rom-com still, so it's not totally realistic. with Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn, where they're like breaking up throughout the entire movie, basically.
The breakup.
The breakup. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's not a Christmas movie though.
No, it's not. It's not a Christmas movie, but it's about a couple breaking up. But it's a 2-minute voiceover we get in the beginning of Merry Little Xmas. That's the first 2.5 acts of the breakup.
Ah, okay.
It works better that way.
Yeah. Because you need to see the relationship kind of fall apart for it to have the impact.
Yes, exactly.
It could have been, I don't know, it could have been a cold open almost to have the relationship being like, oh God, you didn't do this again. Like the small little nagging stuff.
Yeah.
Which usually is what, eventually...
Or like the first 20 minutes is them in the relationship and him running, always like, I gotta get up early to get to the office and blah, blah, blah. Also,
we're mid-dinner, I have to leave, sorry.
Yeah. And the kids don't want to hang out. She feels kind of left behind in there.
Which they do it like, I think they do it one time in this movie where he kind of like, shit, I have to go. But it's not like, they're already separated, so she doesn't care as much.
Yeah. And they show that, and the 20-minute like incenting incident, or what do we call it? Is them going like, we should get a divorce.
Yeah.
And the movie they could have just cut some of the silliness later in the movie, so you could just make the movie 10 minutes longer, and you could have had that, and it would have given at least a little bit more depth to the characters. It wouldn't have been perfect. Oh, far from it. But it would have been something. But, we don't have the time. We have to have
also,
silly...
the movie's only an hour and a half, so they could have made it a little bit longer if they wanted to. It wouldn't, like, 10 more minutes wouldn't have hurt.
Yeah. I gotta say, though, the fact that on Christmas Day, they still have the Christmas Eve is kind of like glossed over. That's when they have the big ceremony and the tree catches on fire. So it's kind of abruptly ends.
Jamil's character gets pissed off.
Yeah.
I don't like her, I'm sorry, so that hurts me as well.
I like her as an actress, I think, because I recognize her from somewhere. But yeah, and I like that her character at first seemed pretty nice, but then it turns out, oh no, she was just a bitch. Oh, okay.
Her character wasn't right. Her character is the one, in the regular movies, in the regular Hallmark fucking Christmas movies. Yeah. She is the girl who falls in love when she visits a small town. But then she realizes that, it's just a fucking fantasy. It doesn't really work out. Unless you're Alicia Silverstone and you actually fall in love.
Yeah.
And you stay and you work on it and it works out.
Yeah. I would have said that the more realistic version of this is that Oliver Hudson and Jamila actually fell in love, and in the end they are still divorced, and they're together, but that they're fine with it.
Yeah.
That's the more realistic version. That's the end of Marriage Story. That's the end of the breakup. Yeah. It ends with them separating and meeting a year later and saying, well, it's nice to see you, bye. And showing that to kind of give a little hope for them and said, maybe they'll run to each other again.
Yeah.
But for now, it's more realistic. They broke up.
But then,
guess what? Everyone breaks up.
Yeah, sure. But then you shouldn't have their new partners be so much younger, because that never works.
Hey, how about you break the trend there as well? Maybe she's actually very mature, and she seems like a nice person. She runs like non-profits, and she like works in soup kitchens and stuff. I thought they were trying to make...
She's a girl boss, though.
Yeah, but that's fine. You can be girl boss. I thought they were trying to make like some sort of like the perfect... the perfect guy who owns the bookstore. Make the perfect girl version of that somehow. So in the end, like, she isn't just the mean new girl. She's actually a nice. She's actually a nice lady.
There was a moment where I was like, "Is she gonna be like the evil stepmom?"
Yeah, but I thought
she's not really until she gets really offended. It's like,
and
I understand why she gets offended though. But obviously, the relationship isn't deep enough for him to know what to give you for Christmas.
Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, so they're just gonna do that. They get back together again. Okay,
yeah,
that's not interesting.
The Chet character, I didn't like him. He was annoying.
I liked him. You know what? Because he was nice.
Yeah, sure, he's a nice guy, but
he wasn't mean, he wasn't douchey or anything. He was just nice.
But he was a golden doodle. No, what's the word? He's a
labradoodle. He was a moron. He's a little dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's super cute, but he's a moron. But that's fine.
Golden retriever. That's
golden
what
retriever,
I was looking
sure. but that's fine. As long as you're nice, you don't have to be smart. I mean, that's a bonus, but I mean, it wasn't like... I mean, obviously he wasn't like boyfriend material because he was...
No, he's a fling.
I mean, he could be. He was like...
But he's a little bit too aloof for that.
He was like a manic pixie dream guy.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. He was the manic pixie dream girl, but for a dude.
What? And I disagree with the world here. I think a manic pixie dream guy or girl can work as a long term.
No, yes. Oh God, I watched a video essay on that the other day.
Oh.
I love the concept of a manic pixie dream girl, but unfortunately they're always like cut off somehow. They're not fully fleshed characters, which is why it never works.
No, they're a dream girl.
They're just they're a fantasy. They're the girl you see on Instagram and you're like, yeah, I would post her all the time if I had her as my girlfriend. And you wouldn't have conversations with her, you would just take pictures of her.
That's weird. Okay, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the girl you want to show off.
But that's also like because you call it a dream girl, then you would also be able, at least for me, then you could also have like great conversations with her.
That's what it should be, because it should be your dream girl as well.
But it's also
because it's been so niched.
Yeah, it's like always the shallow, like, oh, that's why they look perfect, but they aren't perfect. But okay.
Or like they're too opinionated, so they can't agree with you, and you can never get along. It's just. They're so stuck in their ways that they're always just so unobtainable. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's a whole concept and a whole different conversation.
Yeah. However, the movie...
Merry Little Xmas has a lot of Christmas though, and I appreciate it for a Christmas movie.
Yes, and the fact
however, it's not going to be one of my repeats.
No. No. I would say that it actually wraps up pretty nice because on Christmas Day or Christmas night, Christmas Eve night. There is a big snowstorm, and the whole town is without electricity. But since eco-friendly Alicia Silverstone has charged her solar batteries, or solar panels charged her batteries, she has electricity. So she invites a bunch of people to the house, and she realizes that because they've said that early in the movie, like the town would literally fall apart without you. You're not just you're not the plumber or the super. You're the glue that holds this town together. Everyone loves you. And she has the appreciation and all that she's always looked for in this town. It's just on a smaller scale than on the big city architect firm,
Yes.
So they come to the exact same conclusion as in Champagne Problems. And in the end, she's happy because she did create the perfect life with the perfect guy and the perfect kids and everything. And her son wants to be a firefighter, and that's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go to college. He wants to be a firefighter.
It was the whole thing. She couldn't see the forest for the trees.
Yes.
And, she needed to take a bit of distance from it all to realize that.
Yeah. She needed a little bit of a fling.
She needed to step out of the forest, and into Pearson Fode for a little while. To see that the forest is kind of nice.
Sometimes you need more. But yeah, so I think out of the two, Merry Little Xmas is a better Christmas movie. It's a better movie in general.
Oh yeah, and I want to say you have actual, not A-list, but you have actual star power in Oliver Hudson and Alicia Silverstone, especially Alicia Silverstone, which she kind of fell out of favor for a long time because she kind of sabotaged her career early on by being in Batman and Robin.
Right.
Like the first thing she did after Clueless was Batman and Robin. But she has kind of come back in a small way. She keeps popping up in small roles in Yorgos Lanthimos movies. She was the mom in Begonia.
Right.
She also played the mom of the weird kid in Killing of a Sacred Deer, whatever his name is. I forget his name. The great actor.
Yeah.
Whatever. Where she really gets to show that, hey, she's actually a good actress. But then
like she's in things all the time.
Oh,
but
yeah.
she has smaller roles.
and it's a lot of, and also she does a lot of stuff like this. I'm sure she's been in several Hallmark Christmas movies, or Christmas or Hallmark-esque movies,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it pays the
Scrolling
bills.
through, she's been in a few like smaller things.
Yeah, because that pays the bills. But then she gets to prove that she's actually a good actress in stuff like Begonia. But that's just like 2 scenes. But still.
Yeah, she plays Martin's mother in Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Martin, right. And Martin is played by
Barry Keoghan?
Barry Keoghan, who I
Right.
can say right now, he is getting a nomination for Best Actor in the 2026 Spoiler Awards, I'm just saying, for Birdie.
I still haven't finished that. I have to watch that.
Okay. Anyway,
those
are the...
I also I want to mention Melissa Joan Hart is in this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the writer for this wrote the old Sabrina TV show.
Yeah, and
she
also
was in.
Melissa Joan Hart and another Hart person, I think it's her sister or mom or something. They produced this. That's why she has a small role in it, because she produced it. So,
of course.
yeah, because I know she's done a lot of Christmas slop. I've seen her face on posters a bunch of times.
No, she's done a few TV movies.
Yeah, but specifically
I
Christmas
barely
slop.
had to scroll and I have like Mistletoe Montana, Dear Christmas, Feliz Navidad,
Oh, yeah.
Christmas Reservations,
You see what I mean? Yeah.
A Very Nutty Christmas,
Jesus
A
Christ.
Very Merry Toy Store,
That's the same.
Santa Con, Broadcasting Christmas. Oh, I've seen that one, I think.
You see, there's a whole cottage industry of creating Christmas slop.
Oh yeah. Holiday in Handcuffs is what I'm
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's probably the
Yeah.
most famous one, because I actually saw
Yeah.
the poster once. Yeah.
But because that is from the early 2000s, where they didn't suck yet. They were kind of bad, but they didn't suck.
I don't know.
They
Sure.
weren't awful. They had some substance at least, because there wasn't too many of them yet. I think that's the thing.
I suppose. But we should wrap it up there. We
should wrap it up.
We only talked about 2, so we have 2 left, and we actually have one new-ish Christmas movie we want to talk about that is really good in my opinion. I don't know what you think yet. But we'll get to that.
Yes. Well, we can end this episode by going the track list for modern Christmas movies is very bad.
Yeah.
They're very few and far apart.
Yeah, it's not like in the 90s or 80s where you had like 1 or 2 every year that was amazing.
Yeah.
Now it's 1 every other year, maybe.
Every 3 years,
Yeah,
I'd say.
yeah.
If even that.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
But that's gonna have to be it for our
Yes.
first Christmas episode at least. And like we said, check us out. Click the members button. We're gonna talk more Christmas in the members episode. Or if you're
Yes.
listening, check out patreon.com/don'tmakeazine for more member stuff. Or exclusive stuff, I should say. Yeah. Because we're gonna talk more Christmas. And
Yes.
like we do nowadays, we're gonna have a special episode out on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Can we say already what it is?
We could hint at it going, because if you've listened to us other Christmases,
Yeah.
you know what one of my absolute fucking favorites are.
Yeah, we'll say this much. It's gonna be a mean one.
If you could see my tree, you would understand that. But
Yeah,
you can't, because it's too tall.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's gonna have to be it.
I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for watching and for listening. And we'll see you in the next episode. But until then, have a good one. Bye. The SpoilerCast is part of Please Don't Make a Scene. It is hosted by Tobias Vedén and Rebecca Vedén. Produced and directed by Tobias Vedén. Executive producer is Annika Vedén. I also want to give a shout out to our patrons over on patreon.com/don'tmakeascene. Matej Vicky, Spencer Gravely, Jacob, CK85, Christopher Belén, Daniel Del Gaiso, Mom and Mac, Mom, Dad, and Laura Kinney.